pounds. Between Iowa's Daniel Dennis there, you're looking at Iowa State's Nick Fanthorpe. He was the #2 seed, going up against the #4 seed Daniel Dennis. Daniel Dennis upset Jimmy Kennedy, the #1 seed in the semifinals. Fanthorpe from Naperville, Illinois. He's a redshirt junior. And last year he got third in the Midlands. The year before he got second in the Midlands. Daniel Dennis has never placed here. Nice record of 11-1 for Daniel Dennis. Fanthorpe undefeated, even though they both wrestled in the Chicago area the same time in high school. They have never wrestled each other, and Daniel Dennis, he wins here, and he has put a real, he's solidifying his place as the 133-pounder for Iowa, even though Joey Slayton was the runner-up last year in the NCAAs, but he's having trouble making weight. He didn't make weight here.
I tell you, Dennis opened up some eyes this afternoon. He had a terrific match, and he just tough, hard-nosed, keep coming at it match with his old high school teammate, Jimmy Kennedy, who's wrestling at Illinois. I mean, you talk about, a little bit of Illinois inbreeding here. 3 of the 4 semifinalists were all from this Chicago area.
A couple of his workout partners, we're talking about Daniel Dennis, Mike Zadek and Doug Schwab, world-class wrestlers themselves. But what's interesting here is a few weeks ago when Iowa wrestled Iowa State, nobody knew who was going to wrestle at 133, Joey Slayton or Daniel Dennis. When time came out for Coach Brands to put a man on the mat, he put Joey Slayton out on the mat. Nick Fanthorpe major decisioned him. So Daniel Dennis probably was disappointed. He gets his chance. You just patient, wait, you're going to get your opportunity to shine.
Well, that's right. And, Dennis has proved in this tournament, especially in the semifinal bout, but through the whole tournament, that he's a real deal at 133. I mean, he can go with these top guys. We're seeing a little bit of what we saw in the 125-pound weight class, where these wrestlers are feeling each other out a little bit. We've got a little bit more action early on in this match, but both guys are awfully hard to get through on their defenses.
Fanthorpe, an All-American last year. Dennis wasn't even in the lineup last year. As we said, Joe Slayton was the 133-pounder, finished second in the NCAA. Dennis was in the room working hard, but
tell you what Dennis is doing well that makes it tough for Fanthorpe is Fanthorpe likes to pull hard on that head, and you can see where he expects people to react to that and pull the head back up, and Dennis isn't doing that. He's pulling down on Dennis's head, and Dennis is walking right into it, controlling the arms. He's not letting him have that normal head pop-up reaction.
A light outside shot by Fanthorpe, warded off by Dennis. 40 seconds left in the first period. We're at 133 pounds. Tim Johnson, Mark Massery here on the Big Ten Network. The Midlands Championships.
Well, Fanthorpe, that was a nice counter back under that leg. He's going to have his work cut out to pull it in. He's not going to have a lot of time, but he's going to have to work hard to pull that in without exposing himself.
Every bit of both wrestlers has to go out of bounds for the referee to call out of bounds and start him back in the center.
Yeah, in the collegiate game, high school you need 2 points in. Collegiate, all you need is a fingernail in, and they'll let the action go. Mike
Exline, the longtime official from Charles City, Iowa. He is the head official here for this 133-pound match. That's the end of the first period. 0-0, just like it was at 125.
Well, we come back to what we were commenting on one weight ago, and that is, can one of these guys establish some dominance down on the mat?
There's Cale Sanderson, 159-0 as a collegiate wrestler, and now trying to make his mark at Iowa State as the head coach.
Ready, go ahead.
Looking at Daniel Dennis there, trying to prove himself into the lineup for good for Iowa. Showing Coach Brands and his coaching staff, I'm the guy you want there.
No back!
Well, that was a nice quick reaction on Dennis's part. He tried to roll through on his far shoulder, on his inside shoulder, and Fanthorpe did a nice job of snagging him up there, and the ref started to call back points. He got out of there just in time.
Good hand control by Dennis as he got his hips out, got away, good separation, and got one. Dennis for Iowa out front of Fanthorpe for Iowa State, 1-0, minute and a half left in the second period.
Well, we're gonna see if Dennis can get some action going here. Fanthorpe has done the best job of moving the two guys, but Dennis has done a really good job of not letting that motion create openings for the Iowa State wrestler.
Well, Dennis is a great story of hard work. Dennis was not a superstar in high school. He got fourth. He got second a couple of times in the Illinois State Championships. Fanthorpe, a two-time Illinois State champion. Just like Dennis winning in the semifinals against Jimmy Kennedy. He was a several-time state champion. They were wrestling in the same room, probably got beat up a lot in the room. But Dennis is right now the lead guy for Iowa at 133.
Yeah, you know, yeah, there was an interesting article in the paper the other day about a high school. Oh, nice snap. What a nice snap. He has to get him down. There's no takedown yet. He's got to put him down onto the mat.
2, 3.
And he gets 2. The 2 points. He's in the crab ride now.
Well, that was a great reaction on Dennis's part to snap that head, take that leg.
An escape and a takedown in the second period. Dennis out front, 3-0.
Oh, he's got to be careful. Fanthorpe's dangerous there. Okay, that was a good job just to give up a one-point escape. Dennis was in trouble, and he was smart to just get out of there and give up the escape. Well, Fanthorpe's going to have to open it up even more than he has. He's been the aggressor for most of the match, but Dennis got that great shot off.
That's the end of the second period. The score 3-1 in favor of Dennis. Fanthorpe gets the opportunity to go down right here.
Here's the replay. He shot in and did a nice job of spinning around. Controlled that head, spun around, and then finished it off tough.
This is big for the team championships, too, with Iowa State leading by 11 going into the championship round. You know, Iowa needs every win they can get.
Well, that's right. Considering they both have 5 in the finals, when you get these head-to-head matchups, it's a big swing.
And we'll keep you updated on the running team score as we get it. Live wrestling on the Big Ten Network. Tim Johnson along with Mark Massery bringing you the best of the Big Ten and the nation's wrestling here at the Midlands Championship at Northwestern University. Minute and a half left in the third period. Daniel Dennis trying to come from the 4th seed. He's upset the number 1 seed in the semifinals, and now he's trying to upset the number 2 seed to win it all.
And Dennis is working. He's got over 30 seconds of riding time too. So if he can, oh, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. There's a reversal. Boy, Dennis did a good job of getting off his back. That reversal could have easily turned into back points. Dennis did a really good job of recognizing the danger. Here we go.
Well, it's a reversal for Fanthorpe to tie it up, but Dennis just got an escape to go ahead 4-3. There's no riding time advantage. A little over a minute left. It comes down to whether Fanthorpe can take Dennis down and keep him down.
Well, here's the danger. Fanthorpe has to come hard at Dennis now, and Dennis, we've already seen him snap that head once. So Fanthorpe's going to have to come hard without exposing himself too much and wind up getting taken down again. Dennis, on the other hand, needs to be careful because he can't just take a sloppy shot.
Well, there's been no warning for stalling. And so Dennis in the driver's seat right now as far as he can be as defensive as he needs to be. Keeping a good position here with a 1-point lead, just over 20 seconds in regulation.
This is called be smart and keep your elbows in.
Well, Fanthorpe, you know, what's his go-to move? That's what he should be thinking about. What in practice do you say, hey, there's 15 seconds left. What's my move? I don't see him trying it.
You know what? Right from the get-go, we talked about Fanthorpe's used to pulling that head and having it pop up, and that never happened here. Dennis did a great job. Dennis did a great job of reacting to those head pops and keeping his level. What a job.
Daniel Dennis comes from literally almost nowhere.
He wasn't even in the Iowa lineup last year. He's been fighting to, you know, try to get that spot. His coach said no at the Iowa State meet 3 weeks ago. Dennis said yes here at the Midlands, and he gets himself to the finals, defeats Fanthorpe from Iowa State, and wins a championship for the Hawkeyes.